Hello, it's Heather. I'm here in my studio at Laurel Court in Burlington. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my company name is North Avenue Inc. I'm so happy that you're here with me tonight. If you are watching the replay on Facebook or YouTube, this is actually being recorded on August 6th. It's a Tuesday night at 5:30. I go live every Tuesday at 5:30 with ideas for you, and I can't wait to show you what I've got for you tonight. I had a couple of questions from customers, and I wanted to address those tonight. One of them is, how do you condition your new photopolymer stamps? And then the second question was, what is an embossing buddy and why do I need one? So when I go over to my stamping table, we will talk about those. Tonight we're going to be getting a little bit of a preview of my class for next week. I am working on the third Thursday of every month to host a class in my home. The first one that we held at the house was on the 25th. It was our Christmas in July Friends and Family event, and it was a blast. We had a lot of fun. This next class is going to be focusing on the Country Woods suite of products, and tonight I'm going to show you how to get a little bit different look from these colors. I've showed you throughout the last week the birdhouse that I did. Let me just grab one of the cards and show you. This is the birdhouse die cut and the bird, and I colored that in. These are some retired papers with country lace. It's part of the suite. Okay, so that's one look you could have with the bird and the birdhouse. Tonight we're going to go with a different stamp set, an embossing or dry embossing set to use with these papers, and I think you'll enjoy it. So let me switch over to my stamp table and make sure I've got my comments here so I can see who's visiting with me. I see somebody's viewing. Make sure you tag in and tell me who's there. This is the card for today, and it's the sketch number 5 that I am sharing with you. I will post that on my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator business website with a link to the products and the tutorial. The colors are from the Country Woods papers. So we have distressed wood looks, and these are just 3 of the 12 patterns of paper in the package, double-sided. But the colors that I chose to work with tonight are the wild wheat, which is this little yellow stripe, and blue and pink. This is Pool Party, and this is Petal Pink. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to work with them. Let's get started. So the pieces that you need to create this card are a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and the inner pieces here are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. This focal point here is 2.5 by 3 3/4. Let me double check. 2.5 by 3 3/4, and this strip is a 3/4 by 5.5 inch strip. And the ways that you can put these together, so many different ways. First, you can play with the colors. Second, though, with this particular stamp set that we're using tonight, you can play with the texture and the cuts. So let me pull that stamp set out because it's going to impact what we do tonight. This is a set that I got, I've had my eye on for a while, and I just received it this week. It's called the Changing Leaves stamp set. Now, I'm from Vermont, so I expect when I look at leaves, I'm going to see maple leaves. This is kind of a maple leaf. It's not what I would call for sure a maple leaf, but I'm gonna pretend it's a maple leaf. Lots of sentiments for lots of different occasions. A little note to brighten your day here for you. You are amazing in every single way. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Okay. And this is a photopolymer set. You do need clear blocks to use them, and I've gone ahead and put the entire set on blocks just in case we get excited to try something new tonight. So big leaf is quite large. So those are all ready for us. But the really outstanding part of this set is that it coordinates with not just dies, which I know that you're all used to. There's some beautiful dies in the set. There's some leaf outlines, solid leaf, some tags that fit the sentiments. But there is this large leaf die, and it fits in this 3D embossing folder so that you can cut and emboss at the same time. And you just kind of set it in there. You'll feel it kind of click in. Okay. And you put your paper on there. I'm going to just grab a piece of paper and we're going to show you that first thing because it's so wicked cool. I'm going to grab a piece of, let's see, what colors have we not used? Let's just do white so you can see. And I'm just going to lay this on top here. Well, actually, I want a bigger piece because I actually want to have it used. Let's grab a really big piece. So this is just some designer series paper from a paper pack. It's a 6x6. So I'm just going to pop that in there and close it up. Open up my die cut and embossing machine. Grab my platform. Because this is a 3D, you just need 2 plates. Oh, it's falling down the back here. There we go. And when you use your embossing folders, put them in with the fold side going through the machine. It just helps make things last a little longer. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I know that you're excited to see what this is going to do. Now, because all the machines have different tensions, I would just recommend, going through twice until you figure out how this embossing and cutting is going to work in your machine. Okay, so let's see what we got. Look at that. Oh, how fun is that? So here's the embossed texture on that pattern paper. Here is the leaf with the pattern and the embossed texture. And it blows my mind that it doesn't damage, that they've calibrated this somehow. It doesn't damage or eat into the plastic. I love this. I'm so excited to play with this. This afternoon, I actually rolled some ink on one of the sides of the embossing folder and die cut a piece that I'll show you later tonight. There's so many things you can do with this set. I'm really excited. So let me set that aside for right now. And I'm going to show you the pieces that we're working on. So I mentioned that the card focuses on this layout, which is basically 2 rectangles and a strip, and then you emboss it however, or embellish it however you want. And I'm just going to do a little playing here with you tonight. So these are the cardstock colors from that matching set. Today, this is if I was going to do the identical layout, I would use this piece of paper and I would run a piece of white cardstock through. But instead, what I thought, what if I did some stamping on white? What do I think about that? Maybe I'd rather have the pink. Let's see what we do with that. Okay, I want you to play with the bigger piece, your materials, and see what combinations you can get out of them. Okay, so there's wild wheat, the petal pink, Lost Lagoon. Not wild about that combination. Let's put it on Petal Pink and see what I think. I like that better. What if I did it on just white? Okay. What if I switch it out and take a little piece of the embossed project here? What do you think? Okay, lots of ways to do it. This is the piece that I was referring to where I had run ink over the embossing folder, closed it up, and then cut it at the same time. This is where I took a piece of that designer paper and ran it through and embossed that. So this is actually the card I'm going to finish right now with you. All my pieces here. And we will go ahead and we will use some embossing for this. So this is the layout that I thought this looked pretty. Okay, so same basic idea. And you could put that extra piece back there. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to build the card. Really easy peasy. A little green glue on the back of this one. One of the tips that you may not know is that if you actually press your green glue tip on the paper, it's going to help restrict the flow of the glue. So you're going to get a more controlled bit of glue coming out. Okay, and we're going to just do this one here. So this is the reverse. And I had just a piece of a weird shape, so I cut my strip 3/4 of an inch wide. And I knew it wouldn't show when I layered it underneath here. This part we're going to pop up on dimensionals. Okay. Dimensionals are really great for adding a little texture to your project. They make me happy. Okay, pull those right off. So July has flown by. I've been to Indiana, and then this week I am going to go to Michigan for a stamping event in Michigan. Excited to see my fellow stampers out there. And I'm going to glue these guys here, and then we'll work on the embossing buddy. Okay. Okay. These leaves have sort of an intersection here, a little dot. If I had been really planning to make a bunch of these, I would have for sure used the adhesive on the cardstock before I put it through the die cutting machine. Now I need a tag. So to show how the embossing buddy works, we're going to do a little actual embossing. And I thought that we might try a little note to brighten your day. This is, as I said in my banner when the broadcast started, someone had asked, how do you get your stamps ready to use? So this is just a plastic eraser. It's a white artist eraser. This is one of the ways that you can get the residue from manufacturing off of your stamps. Is just rub it right off with a clean eraser. I'm just going to grab my stamp scrub, clean it off, and we should be ready to go. With these smaller pieces, sometimes the detail doesn't come out unless you do that. So we're going to grab my Versamark ink, and we're going to get ready to do a little embossing. Okay? Using the embossing buddy, so you're just going to run it across your cardstock, and what that does is it helps get rid of the oils from your fingers. And it keeps embossing powder from sticking to where you don't want the embossing powder to stick. This is not a Stampin' Up! Tray. It's an old one I've had for a long, long time. It's Stampin' Up! One is much bigger and much nicer. Just sprinkle a little of the embossing powder there. Tap it off. Okay, a little note to brighten your day. There we go. Set that aside. I'm going to put the powder back in. I'm realizing I have my ceiling fan on here, and I'm hoping that I don't get embossing powder all over the place. There we go. Okay. Embossing powder lasts a really long time. You will get your money's worth. Okay, let's see. Turn on my heat tool. And we will just, when you're using a heat tool, you want to use it in a circular motion. Make sure you're heating it evenly all over. And just watch for it to start to melt. There we go. Starting to melt. Put it up there in the camera. I'm excited to visit with some of the Clump and Stamper team members, because a lot of them do videos, and I'm always looking for ways to improve my broadcast for you. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say. I'm just going to trim this on the end there. We'll pop it in there like that. And I will add some gems. I'll take your pick tool here. These are basic gray and smoky slate pearls. Really, really fun colors. And they come in 2 sizes on the packet. So I think it looks kind of like a, there's that one. Okay. What do you think of the colors? I think this is kind of like seaweedy to me. I think it's really pretty. So that's the first thing you do with an embossing buddy, is when you're embossing. The second thing that I was going to show you, we're going to wait until I finish the last card, but it has to do with stickers. And the reason I want to make sure you guys know about that is that Stampin' Up! Is going to be releasing with the holiday catalog a set or 2 of beautiful stickers from a scrapbooking line that we are releasing. You know that Close to My Heart has been absorbed by Stampin' Up! And very excited to release our first set of scrapbooking materials. And I started out as a scrapper, and looking forward to getting back into that. I actually reorganized my craft room here this weekend, and wanted to make room for, ooh, let's do the brown. Let's do that. Oh, I like that. So that I had enough table space to do some layouts. I got out my magnetic mats here from when I was a scrapper, and just am all ready to start getting some pictures developed to share with you. All right, so here we are. And this is all this Country Woods Designer Series paper, which, by the way, is on sale as we speak. If you have bonus days coupons that you received when you placed an order with me last month, check your email for those. They're usable just this month in August. And if you don't need to order again this month, gift them to some friend who you want to be scrapbooking or stamping with, because they are yours to do with as you want. I'm sure that you have a friend who would appreciate a coupon. I'm going to put this one right here. Here we go. Okay. That one there. I just love the texture. I'm not sure if it's going to come out. If you can see that, but it's just gorgeous. Okay, got another little strip here. Actually had 2 strips. What if we layer like that? I like that. This one says, I am here for you. This has been quite a busy summer. I know lots going on in our neck of the woods with floods. We've had family members who've had challenges. We've had community members with challenges. And I just feel like letting people know that we're there for them is important. Whether we're making a meal, sending a note. Okay, here for you. Okay, we'll just pop that right on. I think too, I'm going to add a little texture here this way. We used to do this when I was scrapping. We just rip and rough up the ends. The cardstock from Stampin' Up! Is lovely and thick, and you can do a lot of these really interesting effects. We used to have a technique where we would make it look almost like leather by just distressing it. And this is just a strip, so I can do that pretty easily here. Just bend it back and forth here. And I'm going to stick it right there. And I'm going to grab a little bit of linen thread and some glue dots. These are the glue dots that come with paper pumpkin kits. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to tie a little bow like that. I'm going to tie a little bow like that. And I'm not really tying the bow, I'm just popping it on there with the glue dot. Yeah, I always have lots left over after I make a paper pumpkin kit. They're really good value. Add what color? We'll do the lighter one. This is actually 3 different shades of gray here. There we go. There we go. So there's another one. Okay, so we have this one, this one, this one. Oh, we have stuff to make one more card. Let's see what we got. This one here. The pinks and the silver. And what do you think of this set? Can you imagine all the different colors that you could use to create with these papers? I never think of wood as being as distressed in these colors, but honestly, really great. Fun, fun, fun. Let's glue these down. Okay. So you're going to have to let me know if you've tried erasers to condition your stamps. You're going to have to let me know if you've ever used the embossing buddy before. Okay. Do it like that or like this? Let's see. I like it like that. We'll do it like that. So this one, we're going to glue flat. So when you have a sketch to work with, when you look at the sketch as I post it, remember, it's yours to do with as you wish. You don't need to follow it religiously. Much more fun for people receiving cards from you to know that you have had a hand in creating. See, I tried some different colors out on the back. Remember, you always have 2 sides to your paper. There's that one there. And another little saying. Let's see, where's the other thing? I think we had a thank you here. Yep. Thank you. Let's do thank you. This is Lost Lagoon. I think I tried that and it was not dark enough, so we're going to use black. Okay. There's a thank you card. I love this set. I love this set. It has been so popular. It is currently unavailable as a whole set. I know some of you would just buy the stamp set or maybe just the the dies and embossing folder. So I don't feel bad showing it to you tonight. It'll be back in stock very soon. This is one of our online exclusives. So what that means is that it's not in the regular catalog, and they will keep supplying it until there's not any interest in it anymore. So there's that one. Okay, 4 quick cards. And let's see, that was under half an hour, people. Wowzers. All right, let me show you. I'll clear these guys out of the way. Let me show you what I mean about using the embossing buddy with stickers. Okay, so this is a gift of stickers that my son's partner, Miranda, found for me a couple years ago. And I wanted to show you. It's beautiful nature stickers. And I'm a teacher in my other life. And she knew that I would use these with kids in the classroom. So here's just a little piece of cardstock. And I've already put some of the stickers on here. But what's really cool about using the embossing buddy is that I can pull another sticker off. I'm going to take one of these middle-sized ones. There's 3 different sizes of pumpkins on here. And I'm just going to use the embossing buddy on the back of the sticker, because I don't want this one to be sticky, because I am going to pop it up and I want it to float above the other pumpkins. So it gives an illusion of dimension. Okay, so here we go. There it is. Okay, so that's another way you can use the embossing buddy with stickers. And I know we're going to have a lot more stickers as we get going here in the fall because of the scrapbooking materials that are coming out. I think I could probably just, sometimes it's nice to give a little lunchbox note to coworkers. So this is probably what that one's going to end up being as we get back to school here. And there's another little tag on here just to make it cute. Very excited. I got notice today that everybody's catalogs for the holiday season have shipped. So be looking for those. My friend Andrea got hers here in Chittenden County today. I did not get mine. Can't wait. The pre-order for demonstrators did start today. And I am debating which things I want to order and play with and schedule classes for. There's a set I'm very excited to see that's got a little bit of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to it. And I'm thinking that might be the way I go there. Let's put a little gem on there too. Let's see, I think I got a dark green one. Yep, I have a dark green one. So this will be just a little mini card here for you. There. Okay. Let me turn the camera around, get back to the front, and say my goodbyes to you all. There we go. There. So thanks for stopping by tonight. I'm not sure. Let's see. Comments. Don't know which one of you guys is out there, but thanks for stopping by. Once again, this was the Changing Leaves bundle. And we did Country Woods paper 4 different ways in a half an hour. Okay, same layout. If you go to the description of the video, the measurements for the center blocks are there below the video. Hope to see you soon. If you're interested in attending class in person next week on Thursday, the 15th, send me a message and I'll let you know the details. Have a great week, everyone.